Jurassic World. Can we really resurrect a dinosaur? The Jurassic Park franchise has sparked an interest in dinosaur DNA. But movies are just fiction. Can this actually be done? This is an article on Scientific American by Darren Griffin, Rebecca O'Connor. The fifth installation of the Jurassic Park franchise will be screened, reinforcing the love of dinosaurs that many have felt since childhood. There's something very awe-inspiring about the biggest, fiercest creatures, these deadly animals that have walked the planet millions of years before. But the films have an added benefit. They spark interest and motivation for people to see if they can actually do this. They have interest in dinosaur DNA. The Mr. DNA sequence, the original movie in a great piece of science communication, and the concept of removing DNA from the bodies of the dinosaurs' blood-engorged mosquitoes, extracting the DNA from these mosquitoes, is an outstanding piece of fiction. And that's what the article says it is. It's only fiction. But recently, people have identified the overall genomic structure of the dinosaurs. The genome structure is the way that genes are arranged on chromosomes in each species. Even though individual animals from the same species will have different DNA sequence, the overall genomic structure is species specific. They work by the most likely genomic structure of the bird-turtle ancestor before tracing changes occurring from then to the current day. This lineage includes the emergence of dinosaurs and pterosaurs, pterosaurs being the ancient birds, from 240 million years ago, as they pass through theropod dinosaur, whose members include T-Rex and Velociraptor, and ends with the birds. Now, people are not making any claims to have extracted the dino DNA, but the question that seems to be on most people's minds are, does this bring us closer to a real Jurassic Park? Well, the answer here in this article says it's a no, and here's why. First of all, the idea there is intact dino DNA within the blood-sucking mosquito, the ancient mosquito preserved in amber, doesn't add up. Prehistoric mosquitoes contain dino blood have been found, but the dino DNA contained in them has long since degraded. It's not fresh enough. Neanderthal and woolly mammoth DNA has been, however, successfully isolated. But the dino DNA is just too old. The oldest DNA ever found is about 1 million years old, but for dino DNA, we need to go back at least 66 million years, so realistically, they are not even close. And the second aspect of this, even if we could extract dino DNA, it would be chopped up into millions of tiny pieces, and these particles would have too little clue as to how the pieces should be organized together. It's like trying to put pieces of puzzles together that don't have the right edges. Trying to do the world's hardest jigsaw puzzle with no idea what the picture looks like or whether there are any pieces missing. In Jurassic Park, scientists find missing pieces, fill them with frog DNA. But this would not give you a dinosaur, it would give you a hybrid frogosaur. So these bits of frog DNA could have all kinds of negative effects on the new developing embryo. It would also be more sensible to use bird rather than frog DNA, as they are more closely related. Now, the third idea is that you need a strand of DNA and you can create a whole new animal. Again, that's science fiction, and DNA, they say, is a starting point, but the developing of the animal inside the egg is an intricate dance of genes, switching on and off at the right time in a series of cues. So you need to have the perfect dino egg in all the complex chemistry contained within it. Now, they claim they have two ways of doing it. In the book, they say that they use an artificial egg that they generate, and in the films, they use an ostrich egg, but neither would work because you can't put chicken DNA inside an ostrich egg and hope that you get a chicken. And actually, scientists have tried this, and it didn't work. The same would be true of a velociraptor. And this is before we even considered legislature, planning permission, protest groups, and the effect of the ecosystem. So, we cannot resurrect a dinosaur. But the thing is, dinosaurs have never really become extinct, and it's the contrary, they are among us right now. Birds did not evolve from dinosaurs. Birds are not closely related to dinosaurs. Birds are dinosaurs. This is what the article says on Scientific American. I know you will not agree with me, and I expect a lot of comments because birds are dinosaurs, they say here. Dinosaurs, including birds, are the survivors of at least 4 extinction events, emerging each time in more diverse, weird, and wonderful forms. And one key of the paper is that it theorizes their ability to do this is facilitated by their genome structure. They discovered that birds and most non-avian dinosaurs had a lot of chromosomes, packages of DNA, and having so many allows the animal to generate variations, the driver of natural selection. In other words, evolution here. Nevertheless, it's a long shot. It could be possible in future to use Jurassic Park technology in order to undo some of the harm the humans have caused. Mankind has been and has seen extinction of well-known avian dinosaurs such as the dodo bird and the passenger pigeon. Recovery of DNA that is only a few hundred years old from these birds is a far more realistic proposition. It may also be that eggs from closely related living species might just be good enough. In the right conditions, we may be able to use them to resurrect some of these species from extinction. Article was originally The Conservative and is published on Scientific American. I'll leave a link below for you for this.